Ever felt like you were the adult in your family, even as a child? This feeling may be more common than you think, and it's got a name: parentification. This is a phenomenon where a child, instead of being nurtured, finds themselves taking on adult responsibilities, often becoming the emotional crutch for their caregiver or managing household tasks that are typically beyond their years. It's like a role reversal, where the child becomes the parent and the parent becomes the child. Quite a topsy-turvy world, isn't it? Parentification can be triggered by numerous factors, such as parental struggles, cultural nuances, and complex family dynamics. This role swap, however, can have lasting impacts, hindering the child's development and leading to emotional and cognitive challenges later in life. So if you're recognizing some of these elements from your own childhood, stick around. We're about to delve into the signs you may have been parentified as a kid. First off, let's talk about responsibility. For some children, responsibility is not just about doing their homework or tidying their room. These kids, often referred to as parentified children, carry the weight of excessive responsibility. They might be managing household tasks, caring for younger siblings, or even providing emotional support to their parents. This isn't your run-of-the-mill responsibility. It's a heavy, adult-sized burden placed on young, developing shoulders. It's like asking a child to carry a grown-up's luggage. It's too heavy, too oversized, and it's not their responsibility in the first place. And here's the kicker. This excessive responsibility doesn't magically disappear when these kids grow up. It follows them into adulthood, seeping into their personal and professional relationships. They might find themselves always taking the lead, always shouldering the burden, always feeling the need to be in control. Responsibility isn't inherently bad, but when it's excessive and imposed on a child, it can have long-lasting impacts. Next up, we're discussing boundaries, or for some, the lack thereof. You see, children who've been parentified often find themselves in a bit of a pickle when it comes to setting boundaries as adults. They've been so used to putting the needs of others before their own that the concept of setting boundaries can feel alien, maybe even selfish. But let me tell you, it's not selfish, it's self-care, and it's vital for mental well-being. Imagine carrying a heavy sack of potatoes up a hill. That's what it's like lugging around everyone else's needs without considering your own. The sack gets heavier, the hill steeper, until you're left feeling drained and overwhelmed. That's where boundaries come in. They're like a sturdy stick you can lean on as you climb, making the journey manageable. So, if you find yourself constantly feeling overwhelmed, always putting others first to your own detriment, it's time you considered setting some boundaries. It's about understanding that it's okay to say no sometimes, to prioritize your own needs, and to take care of yourself. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Learning to set boundaries is a crucial step in moving forward from parentification. Ever feel the need to control every situation? You're not alone. Often those who've been parentified as children develop an intense need for control. This stems from the instability they experienced in their youth. As youngsters, they were thrust into adult roles, managing unpredictable environments and making critical decisions. This experience can leave a mark, and as adults, they may feel compelled to control every aspect of their lives and those around them. This need for control is not about power or dominance. It's about seeking stability. It's about avoiding the chaos that once surrounded their lives. But, as you can imagine, it can lead to an enormous amount of stress and anxiety. The world is unpredictable, and trying to control every aspect of it is like trying to hold water in your hands. The good news is, understanding the root of this need for control can be transformative. It's about recognizing that this is a coping mechanism, a way to protect oneself from the unpredictability of life. And understanding that is a big leap towards healing and establishing healthier relationships with control. So remember, recognizing this need for control is the first step towards healing. Lastly, let's address a sign that might be a little harder to recognize: missed childhood experiences. When a child is thrust into adult responsibilities, they often miss out on the typical childhood experiences that shape us and bring us joy. Their childhood might be filled with worry, work, and responsibilities instead of play, exploration, and discovery. As adults, these individuals might find themselves yearning for the experiences they missed. This could manifest in various ways. Maybe they take up a sport they never got to play, or perhaps they find joy in simple pleasures like building a sandcastle or learning to ride a bike. This revisiting is not about regressing or living in the past. Rather, it's about healing and reclaiming a part of their life that was lost to them. It's about giving themselves permission to play, to explore, to make mistakes, and to learn, just as a child would. So if you find yourself seeking these missed experiences, know that it's a natural response to what you've been through. It's a testament to your resilience and a step towards healing. Remember, it's never too late to experience the joys of childhood. So, we've covered the signs, but what's next? We've spent some time exploring the concept of parentification, a phenomenon where a child takes on adult responsibilities, providing emotional support to caregivers or managing household tasks. This can be a heavy burden for a child, often leading to emotional and cognitive challenges that can persist into adulthood. We've discussed the signs: excessive responsibility, difficulty setting boundaries, a need for control, and the yearning to revisit missed childhood experiences. These are the echoes of a past where the roles were reversed, and the child was the caregiver, the adult. But understanding is just the first step. With awareness comes the opportunity for healing. There is a path forward, a way to move beyond the lingering effects of parentification. Therapy can be a powerful tool in this journey. It provides a safe space for you to unpack your experiences, to explore the impact of parentification on your life. It can help you develop healthier coping mechanisms, establish firmer boundaries, and work towards a balanced sense of responsibility. Alongside therapy, self-care practices can also play a significant role in your healing process. This could be anything from taking time for relaxation, pursuing hobbies that you love, or simply allowing yourself to experience joy and playfulness. Remember, moving forward doesn't mean forgetting the past. It means acknowledging it, understanding it, and learning from it. It means giving yourself permission to grow, to change, to heal. Remember, it's never too late to seek help and start the healing process. You're not alone on this journey.